Greetings this morning. Hi, this is Ronald Baldwin, author of Voices, the Root of My Rhyme. Just want to talk with you today a little bit about the covenant of God, the covenant that He have with us. In the first covenant, I believe that God recorded, and what I have really become aware of is in the book of Genesis, beginning at chapter 6 and verse 18. We're going to start there with this covenant study regarding the covenant that God made first with man. We see that in the Bible, God talks about the covenant that He had with man. And it reads, verse 18, "But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come unto the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy son's wife with thee, and with every animal of all flesh." Now, this covenant that God established here in Genesis chapter 6 was with Noah. And He established this covenant regarding the relationship that He had with Noah, how He had chosen Noah to build the ark. He trusted in Noah, and Noah believed God that it would indeed rain. And so that covenant agreement stayed firm. God had asked Noah to do something, and Noah did that, to build an ark. And in return, God said, "I will establish a covenant with you for what you have done in regards to me and for me. I'm going to do this for you and your sons." And then we go into chapter 7, where his sons begin to enter into the ark with him and their wives, and they go, and the flood begins, and then God reaffirms His covenant with Noah even after the flood, when God says that He will give Noah favor. Look at chapter 8, verse 20 of the book of Genesis. "And Noah built an ark, honoring God unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offering on the altar." We see that God here accepts an offering, a burnt offering, from Noah, and Noah sacrificed the best, because the best was on the ark, that he had to offer unto God by offering the clean beast, the clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar unto God. "And the Lord smelled," verse 21, "and the Lord smelled a sweet savior. And the Lord said in His heart," check this out, "I will not again curse the ground anymore for man's sake. For the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite anymore every living thing as I have done." Look at here. God immediately, after the sacrifice, goes into another covenant with Noah, promising Noah that he would never, ever, never destroy the earth again. He would never kill all that He created again, because of this act that Noah did in honoring God. So God made yet another covenant, a promise unto Noah. Now let's talk about us today. And we're going to stop there in regards to the reading of the text, but we're finna break down the text in regards to our everyday relationship with God, our everyday relationships with our husbands, our everyday relationships with our wives, our everyday relationship with our co-workers, and everybody that we deal with in life. How we promised them we would we would do this, or we would do that, or we would be here, we would be there. And so often we easily break those promises. But sometimes, there's difficulty, and whether it's weather or whether it's something that has to do with sickness, our family, or whatever come up, we can't make some of our promise or our covenant related promises to everybody. But I can guarantee you that there's nowhere that you can find in the Bible or in your life where God has said what he would do and he did not do. But you can find many broken covenants that man has made with God. Why is it so often that we have a tendency to break these covenants? So God have so much compassion for us that he renews his covenant with us each day. We're going to stop right there on this morning, and just want to thank you so much for listening in this morning. And we're going to pick up on tomorrow, the next time, and talk about this new covenant, this covenant that God has with man. So we're going to be studying on the covenant relationship with God versus the covenant relationship we have with our fellow man. Thank you so very much for listening in. Ronald Baldwin, author of Voices, The Root of My Rhyme. Get my book, Voices, The Root of My Rhyme. Let me get it for you just 1 second to show you the book, Voices, The Root of My Rhyme, that also have a lot of this biblical insight in the form of spoken word and poetry. And I want to get that for you, just to show you so you can see a copy of it, and maybe then share it with some of your family and friends and those in your community. We want to make a difference in your life, and that's why we're here. We're not here for any other reason. We don't want any monetary income. We're not asking for. The only thing we're asking for is your ear. That's the only thing I'm asking for is your ear, and that your heart may be changed and your life may become better. Give me a moment. This is my recently released book, Voices, The Root of My Rhyme, and of course, this is the bookmark that goes with the book. And of course, my information is on the back, Ronald Baldwin, contact information, how you can get in touch with me, and how you can actually follow me. And this will give you a little bit more insight as you follow the things that we talk about. But Voice of the Root of My Rhyme is an awesome book, and I'm asking that you please take a look at that book, and hopefully you will find yourself in this as you speak to yourself each and every day. God bless you. God keep you is my prayer. Look forward to hearing from you and seeing you again. God bless you.